It's Jason from drpremed.com. I've been talking to you for a little bit in some of these videos, tips, and advice for surviving medical school and doing well. But I really haven't, I forgot my manners actually. I didn't introduce myself. So pardon me in that regard, but I'm Jason. I'm fourth year medical school at the time that you're listening to this video, which I put together specifically to help incoming medical students and those who are also in medical school do better so they can excel in their coursework. And some of my background is I'm a fourth year medical student. I'm interested in going into OB-GYN. Really love delivering the babies. I remember when I was on my OB-GYN rotation, all the doctors like, oh yeah, there's hardly anybody who ever says they want to be go OB-GYN. So this is really special that you want to do it and things like that. And one of the things that really kind of solidified that was for me was on the rotation when we would have our 24-hour on calls at the hospital. I had the opportunity to either help or assist with 10 deliveries in one 24-hour period. So that was extremely exciting. And so that's kind of where I'm headed myself. I want to do OB-GYN. It's a good mix of patients who are in clinic and then surgery time as well. So I think that's going to be really good for me. And then some of my background is that I went to Northwestern for undergrad. I was a president of the Pre-Med Society for the last 2 years. I was involved with the pre-med group throughout my time at Northwestern, and I made some contacts with some of the top admissions officers from the top medical schools throughout the country. And even to this day, I still keep in touch with them, shoot them emails, get on the phone, send texts, all of that good stuff, how to stay in touch with everybody. And I just get a lot of advice and opinion from that. And some of that stuff I definitely want to share with you so that you can be a great medical student while you're going through this process. So that as when I was coaching pre-med students, I would say, I'm going to help you avoid any hiccups and pitfalls along the way. And now I want to also do that for you as a medical student, help you avoid any hiccups, pitfalls, and just put you on the most streamlined path to success while you're in medical school. And that's what my goal is for you. And I also went to grad school. I went to Boston University School of Medicine, where I had my master's degree. From there, took some of the first year medical school courses. And so I got a lot of experience in there working with the professors and just getting insight what they deem is important to be successful for medical school. And also when I was in grad school, I kind of like learning. And so I went to this learning study skills program for about, I think, a week or so, just intensive learning study skills. So I'm going to share some information from that program. So that's really going to help you out. Those are some gold mine tips that are going to be offered for you so that you can do excellent while you're in medical school, because I know how important that is for you. And then obviously I'm a what is a fourth year medical student. And when I was doing my orientation for medical school, I actually spoke to my medical school class about study skills and study tips, because I learned so much while I was in undergrad, and then also while I was in grad school going to this program for a week or so. So I just had a lot of invaluable advice and insights to offer to my classmates. I just love giving back, sharing, teaching, if you want to even call it that, doing that to help you out. So that's what I'm doing for you in this course, is really my way of giving back, helping you out so that you can be the best medical student and ultimately go on to be the best physician possible. And now that I've taken my boards and all of that good stuff that you're probably anxious about, just as you were for the MCAT, now you have to get ready for the boards. I'm going to share some study skills and strategies I picked up for preparing for the boards that you can also use in the classroom, and then especially while you're taking the boards as well. Some of this is for a program that I worked with in regards to where they focus exclusively on board prep. The physician actually no longer practices clinical medicine. He just found a drive to teach students how to be successful for their boards, because that's going to be the gateway to the rest of your career in medicine, what specialty you can get in, what type of salary you're going to have, what type of lifestyle. It all boils down to how you do on your board. So I worked with him, and I'm going to just distill some knowledge that he shared with me. I'm going to share that with you. And so you're going to have the strongest footing possible to really excel and make a difference in everything that you're doing on your goal to becoming a doctor. And I want to really give you your best shot for that. So I look forward as we move through this course. Everything that I have for you is really, really going to give you everything that you need to be. And a little bit of background about myself. I'll be quick about it. I'm actually identical twin. I have a twin brother. He's a lawyer, so he's not in medicine. And my parents like to joke about things. And so my dad's like, oh, so yeah, Jason, if you mess up as a doctor, I'll just have your brother come and sue. So that's how they work that out. Then I also have an older sister, younger sister. I grew up in Pennsylvania, so I have ties to the Mid Atlantic region. I'm a huge football fan. I love football. I played it in high school. Was a sports medicine aide in undergrad, so like a student athletic trainer, and just that's one of my big passions. I also like politics. I was a little bit unconventional. I majored in political science as an undergrad, while also being interested in going to medical school. I knew going into undergrad that I wanted to do medicine. And so what I did is I took a lot of my pre-med coursework over at Harvard. That was a trend when I was an undergrad at Northwestern. We would go to Harvard because it was a little bit easier, if you can believe that or not. So that's what we did. And now Northwestern's caught on to that, so they don't let the students head over to Harvard for a summer school. But that's where I completed most of my pre-med requirements. So I'll probably share some stories about that. One of my TAs from organic chemistry at Harvard had a lot of interesting things to say. And so that's just an overview about me. I'm talking a lot, so I'm going to just cut off now and just go on to more of the strategies and tips. But again, thanks. I look forward to hearing more from you. Take care.